How's it going, guys? My name is TJP. Welcome back to another Madden NFL 24 franchise rebuilding challenge. We've got the New Orleans Saints, our next NFC conference team. 5 seeds to win a Super Bowl. Injuries on. These will be the rules for the rest of the rebuilds. All that I'm about to say. We've been doing it since we've started them. We're going from the worst to best teams. Not meant to be realistic. I might mispronounce some names. Things of that nature. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below this videos, go to socials, play the second channel, main channel down in the description. If you like it, I'm going to be DJP. I'm a little bit annoyed because I started recording and then I stopped 3 seasons in and forgot to hit the record button again after I had to take a break. Isn't that great? Funny, right? So, I'm a bit tired. It's going to be a bit late. I'm going to be up late, so I'm frustrated about that. I'm going to try to speed through it a little bit. Hopefully do well. Let's get on the gameplay. Alright, let's take a look here at the roster that we've got going into season number 1 with the New Orleans Saints. Here we go. Will the game load? Yes, it will. So start off here, got Derek Carr as our QB. May or may not be the QB for the entire video. Got Alvin Kamara and Jamal Williams, our running backs. That's a pretty solid running back duo. Prentice, fullback. Got Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, and Traquan Smith, wide receivers. Juwan Johnson, tight end. Might want to improve that. Foster Moreau's our other tight end. James Hurst, left tackle with Trevor Penning. Andrews, our left guard. We've got Eric McCoy, center. Right guard, Trey Turner, always hurt, so Cesar Ruiz is our guy. Ryan Ramchick's our right tackle. We've got Cameron Jordan, left end. Carl Granderson, right end right now. Shepard, Breesy, our tight end. Defensive tackle, Zach Bond, left back, outside linebacker. DeMar Davis, man, linebacker. P. Warner, right outside linebacker. Marshawn Lattimore, Bradley Roby, and Alante Taylor are your corners. Tyrann Mathieu, free safety, who they acquired. Marcus May, strong safety. And then we have Will Lutz kicking, and punting is Blake Gilligan. So, yeah, there's your pick situation. Nothing too crazy there. I like to try to get some more picks, if possible. So we might look to make a couple moves. I know our team is going to be cap-struck like crazy in these upcoming seasons because I started doing this. I can, however, go to team salaries, and what we could do is we could structure some of these contracts, and I could save myself some money in the short term, and I might need to do that because Lattimore's making a lot of money, or he will be making a lot of money. So I think if we adjust his contract now, or we can't adjust it yet, but we should look to adjust it soon. I'm trying to think, maybe next season we can adjust it. I don't know if I can adjust any of these guys' contracts right now. Marcus, we can adjust his, but he's not making that much money. But we could. Yeah, he's the only one I can really kind of restructure right now. Roby, yeah. I don't want to restructure his, though. So, none of the big guys. I think we could wait a little bit before we have to consider reconstructing some of these guys. But we'll probably have to do that next season since we're going to be cap-struck like crazy. Does anybody want to sign just to improve the team to start off? We should definitely do that. So let's go to the improved team functionality and take a look and see what we got going on over there before we start to simulate and see if we can add some guys to our team to bolster it up for this season. So left tackle. I mean, I would like a better left tackle if we can get one. Taylor Lewin would be the obvious choice, but I think we'll just pick up somebody else in a different position. Right outside linebacker. Dylan Smith. Kyle Van Noy. Could get him potentially. I want to say right guard. Who do we have? Right, Ruiz and Trey Turner. So we don't really need that. Defensive tackle. Shepard, Saunders. We can get Ioannidis. Yeah, we get Matty. We'll get Matty for the season. Why not? We'll sign him. Don't have too much cap room, but we have a little bit of money to play around with, at least for the season. So I'll just sign some guys to fill out the roster and kind of just go from there. In terms of left tackles, do we want to get anybody? Like I said, probably not. Left guard. And AJ can get the job done. Andrew Norrell would get him too. Justin Pugh. Dalton Risner. Wouldn't mind trying to sign him. I think we can get like Justin Pugh. That's fine. Fits the scheme of the team. He's relatively inexpensive. He's going to regress, so we might as well pick him up. And I think that's good for me. Do we want a fullback? Maybe we could get one if we can. I mean, like an Andy Janovich wouldn't be too bad. Just for the season, have him on the squad. Why not? Just another option. So we'll sign him. And that'll be all she wrote. So, I'll see you guys at the midseason point. We'll take a look at how this team is doing and go from there. All right, so we're sitting at 4-3, which is pretty good, except the Buccaneers are 4-2, the Falcons are 4-3. So it's a little bit tightly packed here. We have a great offense, but a horrible defense for some reason. I don't know why our defense is so bad. But let's take a look here at the statistics and see what we got going on. So, waiting to click. Can we do that? Yes. Okay. So, I mean, Derek Carr's been solid. 718 yards, 14 TDs, 9 interceptions. I like to come down the interception a little bit. 96-point passer rating. Winston's been really good when he plays. Rushing-wise, is it going to load? Yep. Okay, Kamara, Williams, those are your guys right now. Not too bad there. In terms of receiving, Michael Thomas, our leading receiver, 656, 48 TDs. Chris Olave, and then we got Juwan Johnson, Traquan Smith. Blocking-wise, we've allowed 10 sacks as a team, which isn't too bad, especially 3 guys with 3, 1 guy with 1. Our leading tackler, you saw that up there, was Pete Warner. In terms of sacks, we've got 7 as a team. Cameron Jordan leading the way with 4, which guys with 1. Only 2 interceptions. Debo and May are our guys, and it kind of looks like we might have some injuries here. A lot more have been hurt. Yeah, he missed a game. All right, kicking-wise, Lutz only missed an extra point, and he's been 4 or 5. Gilligan's punting, get your kick return, and punt return. My neck is killing me a little bit, so that's why I'm sitting like this. So let's take a look and see the team stats. So we're second, total offensive yards gained. Our passing is going to be second most. Our rush is not too bad. It's actually close to the top. So, yeah, like I said, we're doing good offensively. We're up there in terms of scoring. Now, defensively, we've been terrible. In terms of passing yards allowed, second most in the league, only to the Patriots. Rush yards allowed, we're also relatively high. Not as high, though. 194 points allowed is the second worst in the league, only to the Patriots. So, if we're going to make moves, it'd probably be to improve our defense this season. So I might want to do that. But we have a chance to make the playoffs in our first year. That'd be kind of cool if we could do it. Let's see if there's any moves we can make to make our team better on the defensive side. Alright, I traded for Parsons and Odigizua from the Cowboys. I traded away all my first-round picks, 2 seconds and a third. I'm doing a kind of like a big move here, because Parsons usually does really well defensively, and he's under contract for a couple more seasons. He's young, and he's going to be one of the best defensive players. I need the defense, so having him on my team is going to be interesting. I know it's a little bit of a ballsy move. I usually am kind of conservative. I've been kind of conservative this year, not trading as many picks. But I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach. I'm going to trade picks. Again, not meant to be realistic, so just have fun with it. Let's see how we do in the rest of the season. Go from there. All right, we ended up making the playoffs, 11-6, and I think that helped us because we ended up being, well, relatively mid at both in terms of yards allowed and stuff, but it helped. It definitely made a difference. So let's take a look at the stats and see how we did. One thing I will say, like I said, it's gonna be difficult going into the future with these contracts on this team. But Derek Carr, nothing too crazy from him. 3,640 yards, 27 TDs, 16 interceptions, 60% completion percentage, a little low, but 89.7 pass rating. Yeah, it could have been better. But Kamara and Williams, running back duo, was pretty solid. Carr rushed a decent amount too. Michael Thomas, leading receiver, almost 1,100 yards, 6 TDs, 719 and 7 from Traquan Smith. Juwan Johnson, 669, 9 TDs from him. If you look at the blocking, overall was alright, except for James Hurst, allowing 16 sacks. That's terrible. Mario Davis led the team in tackles, 126, 120 from Pete Warner, which is cool. I don't know where Parsons is. I didn't see him. Oh, there he is. Okay, 58 tackles, 17 tackles for losses. He had 16.5 sacks, which is really good. 9.5 from Cameron Jordan, 4.5 from Madden. We got 2 from these guys. A lot of sacks. In terms of interceptions, 4 from Marcus May, 3 from Paulson, 2 from Lattimore, and then 1 from these guys down here. So, Will Lutz only missed a field goal and an extra point, and then punting, kick return, and punt return. These guys are curious. So yeah, overall, relatively average on the rankings, number 16, number 17. But yeah, we dipped a bit offensively, but we were still really good offensively, defensively. We ended up being average. We much improved on that defensive front in terms of yards. So 3,800 passing yards. That is going to be close to the top of the league. Our rush is 1,798. That is a little bit lower than you'd probably want, but still relatively middle. Now, we did score 25 points a game. That's close to the top of the league. Now, defensively, we ended up allowing a whopping 371 points, which is, again, ended up being around average. You saw the amount of yards we gave up there. Definitely a bit high. Our rush was third best, though, so that's good. We definitely stepped it up there. Getting Parsons probably helped in that department. So we are the wild card in our first season, which is nice. Let's see if we can end up getting past the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see you guys in the Super Sim. All right, let's go to the Super Sim here. Jump forward to the end of the game and see how we do here against the Falcons. So we are the home team. Starting off, we're down 7-0. We get a field goal, make it 7-3. They get another touchdown. It's 14-10 now. We score. They get a field goal, 17-10. Going to the third quarter, we score, tied up. It's 17-17. We score here. We do make it 24-17. Going to the fourth quarter, they score. It's 24-24. We needed to score there. And it's going to OT. They get a touchdown and end up winning in OT as we choked in our own stadium. So, what a surprise. End up losing 31-24. Derek Carr, a solid game. Kamara did not do well. 13 carries, only had 21 yards. That's not good enough. So, all right. I mean, I guess we at least made the playoffs in our first season. I don't know how we're going to do that in these future seasons since we're going to be cap-struck. I'll tell you that much. 58, 10-7. Battle of the Birds. Ravens beat the Eagles. Lamar Jackson, Super Bowl MVP. You can see Burrow, Sirianni, CeeDee Lamb, DeMarcus Lawrence. Cowboys. CJ with the Rookie of the Year for the Texans. Marte from the Patriots, Defensive Rookie of the Year. All right, let's go on to the offseason. All right, so this is going to be our issue. We have 19 players up for free agency. We can't afford any of them. Parsons, he has an option, thank goodness. Anybody that has an option, I guess we could accept those. But other than that, I mean, Peyton Turner might as well accept his option. Anybody else here? Options. It doesn't look like it. Okay. Then we'll need to get a kicker. We'll have to definitely not renegotiate, but we're going to have to adjust our contracts here. So, yeah, I guess Ruiz is going to walk. I guess that's fine. We're going to have to get some of our guys then in trades or, yeah, I guess trades and, like, second-round picks and things of that nature. So, it's where it could get a little bit tough. We may have to move also, like, a Derek Carr in the future. We'll see. But for now, let's kind of advance, I guess, past free agency, and we'll maybe try to restructure some contracts and maybe free up ourselves some cap space, but highly. All right, so I was able to restructure some of these contracts. I gave myself a little bit of cap room, but nothing too crazy, mostly just to re-sign guys. I'm not going to have much free agency to deal with here, so it's basically just end up whoever we can get in the draft. So I'll maybe make a signing, but it's mostly going to just be try to get some guys in the draft and develop them throughout the next season or so. All right, so the only signing I made was, and I'll show you guys who we ended up getting. We got ourselves a left outside linebacker. We needed that, so I just picked up a relatively inexpensive one in O'Shane Jimenez. So I guess that's, again, the only move I made. So let's see what we do in the draft. I don't have a first-round pick, so I'll just show you guys the draft recap. Here's the draft recap. This is what we ended up doing in the draft. Nothing too crazy. But we had a fifth rounder, 6'6", so just a few picks. And we took a corner, wide receiver, and a strong safety. So, again, not a lot, but, we need as many people as we can get. Because at some point, this is going to get a little bit tough. I might have to make some more moves. I did restructure a lot of the contracts. Hopefully we'll have a lot of cap. Maybe next season. If not, I'm going to have to move some people. Let's see you guys start the second season. Coming into the second season, here is the roster. I got to sign a kicker and a punter. That shouldn't be too hard to do. So, QB, we still got Derek Carr. Rocking with him. Kamara and Williams are 2 running backs. We've got wide receivers, Chris Olave, Michael Thomas, and Tre'Quan Smith. Those are your top 3. Juwan Johnson, tight end. We got James Hurst, our left tackle. Excuse me, Nick Salvares, our left guard, which might want to improve on that. Eric McCoy, center. Trey Turner, right guard. Ryan Ramczyk, hurt right now, but he is more normally our right tackle. Cameron Jordan, left end. Parsons, right end. So that's a really good pickup there from him. Odigizua, he's one of our defensive tackles, as well as Brian Reese. Shane Jimenez is our left outside linebacker. Mid linebackers, we've got Demario Davis, Marco Jackson, Pete Warner, right outside linebacker. Marshawn Lattimore with Adebo and Lante Taylor. Corners, free safety, Tyrann Mathieu, Marcus May, strong safety, kicker, and a punter we got again. So we're going to do that now, and that'll be it. I really don't think I can make much moves in terms of if I wanted to make trades. I mean, we might have a little bit of room to play around with. We could consider making 380K. We could consider trading, you know, some of our guys now and then have some money hopefully for free agency, but I think we're just good and we see how we do this season. But let's sign a kicker and a punter. We're gonna do that right now. Hopefully we can afford somebody, like a couple people that are relatively okay. Right tackle right now a bit thin, but that's fine. Riley Patterson, can we afford him? I wouldn't mind getting him on the team. We cannot afford him. So what's gonna happen is team's just going to sign us a kicker because we are low. I mean, Ethan Evans for punting. Can we get him? We could get Ethan Evans for a punter, but we'll probably just end up signing him as a punter. I guess he could theoretically be our kicker too. It's not great. Chase McLaughlin, can we afford him? No, the game won't let me sign him. So yeah, it's going to be, our kicking's going to be shitey for sure. So, alright, I guess that's fine. Let's just see how we do this season. Hopefully we're pretty good. They got Trey Lance, nice, on the Cowboys. So yeah, let's see how we do in the second season. I mean, last year we were pretty solid. We have some talented players. Let's see if we can get back to the playoffs. I don't know if we will, but let's see. Alright, team's 5-1. Surprisingly, we're looking pretty good. 5th best in terms of scoring points. We do give up a lot, but we're number 9 offensive rank, number 8 defensive rank, technically. Here's our total yards allowed. So that's cool to see. So I'm liking the way our team's playing. Surprisingly pretty good. Again, I'm taking a bit of a riskier approach this time, trading a lot of my picks. Usually I keep the picks. Derek Carr's having a great season. So that's good. 1,641 yards, 18 TDs, 4 interceptions, 60% completion percentage. He's got 119.5 pass rate. That is awesome. Kamara's been good. Williams been solid as well. In terms of receiving, Chris Olave, 741 yards, 5 TDs, 311 from Thomas. So he's, I guess, not really being targeted that much. Tre'Quan Smith. And then we've got Juwan Johnson. Or maybe he is being targeted and he's just not getting a lot of yards. Blocking has been really good. Only allowed 9 sacks. Mario Davis leading the team in tackles. Pete Warner, 41 tackles, 32 from Adebo. Lattimore's got 27 of his own. And we look at QB sacks. 3.5 from Parsons so far. 2 from Osa. Brian's got 2. You guys have 1. Half a sack from Marcus. No interceptions? Okay, no. Okay, 1 interception. It's a little bit thin there. We got Aldrick Rosas, who's been solid, I guess, kicking-wise. Ethan Evans punting, kick return, and punt return. So, I mean, it's doable. We live and learn. We take it, and we give it. So, yeah, 9th in terms of total offensive yards, which is pretty good. 641 passing yards. That is going to be close to the top. And our rush is, it's there. It's there. There in the middle. Scoring a lot. So, we saw that. Now, defensively, total yards, we are 8th. So, that's pretty good. Passing-wise, been solid. Rush-wise, also closer to the top half league in terms of performance. 140 points allowed. Now, that is not too bad. So, we'll take it. Now, is there any moves we can make? Not necessarily, considering our cap situation. It might be a bit tough to make a move. I would like to maybe get some additional picks, because it might be that it's going to be difficult to get free agents. But the problem is that we have negative 220 cap room. So making trades would be kind of hard. I mean, unless I move like Alvin Kamara, which we could move Kamara. Would that free up money? 950K, not really, because of the cap and the penalty for trading him. See, what kind of offers can we get for him? 6th and the 7th, Ed Oliver and a 6th. I mean, I'd like to get a pick. I mean, Kader, he's younger. We get a 6 and 2 7s. But is that worth trading Alvin Kamara for? I don't think so. I mean, personally, if you gave me a better pick, I'd say yes. Like, I don't know. You give me like your 3rd rounder, they wouldn't do this though. They would not do that. 3rd rounder, yeah. Oh, I can't even do that. Now I can't even do that. Okay. Yeah, not looking like I can make any trades. All right, yeah, we're just gonna keep team as is, and we'll figure it out from there. I mean, we're good, so I imagine we'll make the playoffs. And look at that, 13-4. I imagine we'll be good, and that is exactly what we were, 13-4. Now, unfortunately, not a bye. Would love to have bypassed the wild card, but instead we got to take on the Vikings. Packers had that bye, so did the Chiefs. So that's unfortunate, but that's okay. 13-4 is a really, really good record. Really, really good. So good, in fact, that it makes me feel happy. But Chiefs ran for 16-1. Damn. Damn, were they good. Not like we were bad. I mean, we should be able to beat the Vikings, but knowing this game, probably won't. I mean, offensively ranked number 5. Defensively, 24th. Yikes. Okay. That's a bit scary. It's a bit scary. But let's see the stats here. Could be misleading. Now, Derek Carr, the passer rating definitely dipped a bit, but overall, pretty solid. 38 TDs, over 4,160 yards thrown for 161. Pretty good. Solid passer rating. Kamara ran for over 1,100 yards, 8 TDs, 439-12 from Jamal Williams. So that's good to see as a secondary back. Derek Carr also swam a little bit. 1,550 receiving yards for Chris Olave and 10 receiving TDs. Traquan Smith, 606 and 7. Michael Thomas missed some time. Johnson missed some time. So we had some injuries. That's probably why we weren't as good as what we should have been. Sack-wise, not too bad in terms of blocking. Now, our defense, Demario Davis was really good. 130 tackles, 115 from Pete Warner, which is solid. QB sacks, 7 from Parsons. Odigizua, 5, 3 from Cameron Jordan and Brian Breesy. I see 5 interceptions from Demario Davis. Warner had 2, so did Lattimore and Matthew. 1 from a few guys down here. Aldrick Rosas, 8 of 9 kicking. I'll take it. You missed 2 extra points. And you got your punting, kick return, and punt return. So, I don't really have much draft capital, because I traded all that away to get Micah Parsons, which is worth it. I mean, getting Parsons is worth it, right? And also Osa. I mean, that should have made our defense better. I guess it didn't. I mean, overall-wise, it did, but knowing the game, it doesn't really matter. But we are in the playoffs for our second straight season. So, let's see how we do. Let's go on to the Super Sim. See if we can beat the Vikings, who play in Minnesota. See what I did there? Here's Super Dome, and here we go. Let's go to that Super Sim and simulate. So let's jump forward to the end of the game and how we are going to do. So started off here, first quarter. Minnesota gets first blood. It's 7-0. But we get a field goal to get it back 7-3. I guess 2-point conversion there, 5. So 11-10 now. Now make it 18-11, 18-14 going third quarter. Fourth quarter now. Can we score here? We do. Make it 21-18. We get a stop there. We get a stop here. We don't get a stop. And we lose by 3. Let's go. Nice game. How do we go 13-4 and lose? I don't know. But yeah, we had a safety. We had a safety, 2 points, and then we somehow lost the game in the fourth quarter at the end. Derek Carr, 245, 2 Ds. Kirk Cousins was solid. Kamara was all right. Chris Olave was good. Michael Thomas. All right. So, unfortunately, lost in the divisional once. I mean, in the wild card once again. Second straight season of losing it. I've seen the Saints win with less talent in this game. I've seen them win with people that don't fit the scheme of the team. Yet, somehow, some way, this team couldn't get the job done. Not a problem. We have 3 more seasons. The problem is the money. It's gonna get tougher as we go because they're just such in a weird spot with the cap space. So let's just see who's winning the Super Bowl. I imagine it's the Vikings. Not the Vikings. It was the Kansas City Chiefs who went 16-1. Now if I was 16-1, we would have lost in the divisional, but we didn't. Lamar Ferguson, Super Bowl MVP. Mahomes, Reed, Mahomes, Von Miller. I was trying to get Von Miller at one point in this video, but I couldn't get him. Michael Perez, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Miles Barnett, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Bills and Bears, respectively. Let's go on to the next season. All right. We've got negotiations to make. There are some important ones. Chris Olave, we got to get his option on this team, obviously. So that's good. Johnson, Warner, Penning. Matthew, I'd like to keep on the team. Michael Thomas. Osa is going to be a free agent. So there are some guys I'd like to keep. 18 million. We could restructure again. We might have to restructure. We might have to make trades. The thing is, Derek Carr, he's been good, but do we move him? I don't know. We might have to at some point. Let's take a look at team salaries here and see what we got. Do we have to do any restructuring here? We might. We might have to. We can restructure Marshawn Lattimore, free up $7.42 million. So that could be helpful. The final 1 year. So that might be okay. We'll restructure Ramchick, free up some money. I feel like restructuring is going to be really, really helpful for us. Chris Olave, we could restructure as well. But we don't need to do that. Williams, Eric McCoy, we could restructure his, free up money. I know this might be dumb, but just to free up cap room so we can keep some of these guys on the team. Smith, we could technically reconstructure as well. I mean, it won't be too much from him. These guys down here are making, they're not making like too much of a money. I mean, Derek Carr, theoretically, we could reconstructure as well. Free up $19.4 million. It's just going to be a pain in the ass to move him. But you know what? Let's do it. We're restructuring him. We're doing it. We got to free up as much money as we can. We have him on the team still. Might as well, right? So, Derek Carr has been reconstructed. So, that is what we've got there. I usually don't show that, but now I do. Alright, $58.9 million. Now we're talking. Now we're in business. We are in business. So, we can try to keep some of these guys on the squad or get them back. Let's do it. Alright, so a few of our guys here want to test. That's totally fine with me. So we're going to try to see if we can make some... let's get some of these guys back or maybe find some other positions of need to try to improve this team. So let's get on in free agency and see what we can do. So free agency recap was kind of interesting, and I'll tell you guys why. We did make some signings here. I did get Tyron Smith. He's going to be our new left tackle. He's interested in signings. We got Ramondre Stevenson. Because Kamara walked, opted to be in free agency. So, yeah, we got Stevenson to replace him, fits the team. Got Hunter Renfrow, another wide receiver. Harrison Butker, and then Will Dissly, new tight end, fits the team. We also saw Forrest on the team as well. So, nothing too crazy. The problem is I need a left end. I guess we're going to have to take one in the draft. So, I'll show you guys the draft recap. Hopefully, we can get one. And I'll see you guys at the draft recap and then the start of third season. Alright, so the draft recap, I mean, we only had 3 picks. We didn't really have a lot of picks here, so nothing too crazy. So I'm just going to we had. We got Zay Richards, Wendell Spearman, and James Bryan. This guy he was a projected second, third round talent Got him in the 6th round, so that's pretty solid. Yeah, Richard Spearman. Needed to defensive tackle on the left end, so I guess he's going to be my starter left end. It's a little bit weak, but I'll see how we do in our start of the 3rd season. I might have to eventually move Derek Carr or let him walk. I don't know how many. I think he's got like another season or 2 after this. So start of the 3rd season. This is going to be an interesting one. Just considering who we have on our squad. Now, obviously, still got Derek Carr. Again, it's a little bit iffy. Jamal Williams are going to be our running back, and we got Rondre Stevenson. So losing out on Kamara, it kind of stinks, but, you know, it's nothing too crazy there. Chris Olave is our wide receiver with the Hunter Renfrow, Traquan Smith. So that's pretty cool. Tight end, we got Foster and Disley. Tyron Smith, left tackle. Penning's also there. Sal Devieri is our left guard. Eric Hoy center. Right straight Turner still. We got Ryan Ramczyk. Right tackle. Wendell Spearman's be our left end. Ugh, definitely need an improvement there. Parsons is our right end. I might move, like, I wanted to move Peyton Turner. Maybe we can move him or Foskey, one of those guys to get a little better left end. But we have Breesy and Heflin as our defensive tackles. O'Shane, he's still our left outside linebacker. DeMarco Jackson and Max Weaver, mid linebackers. Nothing too great there. So, Mario retired. Yeah, a lot of these guys retired. Cameron Jordan retired. P. Warner, right outside linebacker. Marshawn Lattimore's going to be our corner, at least hurt right now. So Debo, Taylor's there as well. Free safety, Matthew, and strong safety is going to be Alan Payne. Probably want to improve that. Kicking's Butker. Need a punter. So we'll just sign a punter. And that'll be pretty much about it. There's not much we can do, I don't think. But let's take a look at the improved team. So we'll go down here and see if we can make some adjustments. So, punting. I mean, Cole Singh would be kind of cool. Can I sign him? Probably not. I can. Is that what I want to do, though? Or would I rather sign somebody, like, cheaper? Because here's the thing. I feel like I'd rather have a better strong safety. I can get Marcus May back on the team. Right? No. Can't. I can't get him back. He's a little too expensive. But I can get I can get Metellus. I can get Keanu Neal, maybe. Keanu Neal would work. Yep, we'll get him. So we'll sign him. Keanu Neal. And then mid linebacker. What do we got there? I would like to get a mid linebacker. Tay Crowder. Can we afford him? No, we can't. Alright, so we're over the cap now. That's fine. Punting, I guess we could. Can we get a John Hamels? Will the game let me get him? No. Alright, so then we're just gonna be letting the CPU kind of fill out the rest of the team. That's fine. Not a big deal. There might be some trades we make at the mid-season if we can. We'll definitely have to restructure some contracts. We probably could do that now, actually. But free agency is going to be a bit of a mess, for sure. I can tell you that much. So we could restructure Tyron Smith's contract literally now and save ourselves some money. We'll free up this season, and then it's per year. It's his final 3 years of his contract. Cap restructure. Yeah, we can wait. We can wait, I think, before we do that. So let's just simulate to the, I guess, mid-season point. And maybe if we want to make a move, then we will. So see you guys once I'm there. Had a feeling we'd be bad this year. Oh my gosh, we lost 41-0 to the Buccaroonies. Yikes. Okay. So we're bad offensively and we're bad defensively. That's a recipe for disaster. So we're 2-5 right now. A little bit scary. A little bit scary. Probably this is where we have our transition season. Derek Carr might be on his way out. 9 TDs, 10 interceptions. That's really bad. 76.2 passer rating. Not good. Stevenson, Williams. Oh, he's also missed some games. Jamal Williams getting hurt. That kind of stinks to see. Receiving-wise, Chris Olave, I mean, he's been good. 617, 6 TDs. Hunter Renfrow, all right, I guess. Blocking-wise, a lot of guys have let up sacks, but it's, I guess, not many. There's, like, not one guy that's done, like, absolutely horrible. Parsons has 3 sacks, 1 from Foskey. 5 interceptions as a team. You saw leaders in tackles. It was Warner, Howden, Taylor. Okay. Butker's been solid kicking-wise, 4-5. Pilardi, Pilardi's our punter. We got our kick return, Cordell Adams, and then Todd Curtis. Punt return. So, team stats, 22nd. In terms of offensive yards. Not good. Definitely not ideal. What is the problem here? We're not... Probably our running. I mean, passing-wise isn't too great, but our rush is probably pretty bottom as well. Yeah, it's not great. Scoring-wise, 4th worst. Defensively, not much better, right? Not much better, no. Pass defense, we're getting... People are passing up and down the field against us. Rush-wise, 730. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 200 points allowed is second most, only behind the Rams. We have 6 QB sacks, which is pretty low as well. So, all right, there's some moves to be made. I think we can try to trade a couple guys if we have the ability to do so. Chances are, though, because of the cap hits, it might not let me. But I will check, and we'll probably just bottom out this season. We're not going to have our pick, but if I could free up money, that's all I really can kind of care about. So we'll just rock out with like that. All right, I traded Moreau and Carr to the Patriots. We got back a 4th and a 7th. That was kind of just a dump. Carr and Foster. Because we have Disley, who signed for the scheme of the team. So yeah, now we don't have a QB per se. I mean, we could technically sign one. Also, Tyron Smith retired. It's someone that retired. If you guys didn't know, that's why we didn't have him. Penning. I was like, where did he go? But yeah, obviously retired. So that's unfortunate. Now, can we have any free agent QBs that we can sign for the rest of the season? I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that. Matt Gay. Can you want to be a QB? Matt Gay. Imagine. Practice squad eligible. Is any like QBs that we could sign? Jacoby Brissett. These guys are not good at all. Honestly, we could sign like a Terry Bridgewater for the season. Let him just be our QB. I mean, it's not, or maybe just like a backup. It's not good. We don't. This is our bridge season for a QB. So now we have to get a quarterback this season. I also need to re-sign Parsons, I believe. That's gonna be scary. So, yeah, I gotta re-sign him now. I don't know if I can. Can we? Start negotiations. Can't afford to, right? Additional funds may be available. The contract restructuring in the off-season re-sign week. Alright. So we're going to have to do that because that's going to be fun. So, with that being said, I'm going to simulate the rest of the season. We're not going to make the playoffs. I mean, if we do, it'd be the greatest turnaround ever, but I highly doubt it. And we went 6-11. Not great at all, but it's okay. It's okay. So we'll have a little bit of flexibility, I think, this off season to do what we need to do. So yeah, Jake, you are the QB, buddy. 15 TDs, 9 interceptions, 87.9 passer rating. That's actually not that awful, but it's not great. Obviously not starter worthy. Williams and Stevenson kind of doing their thing out there. We had receivers. Chris Olave was really good. 1,250 yards, 13 TDs. Renfro was solid. Disley, Traquan Smith. Not bad, but not great. Everybody allowed a sack, but nobody allowed like too many. Lattimore led our team in tackles with Jordan Howden. Warner was up there with 87, 84 from Taylor, which is pretty good. I saw the man, the myth, the legend, Parsons, 12 sacks. Like it. Got to re-sign him. Foskey with 2, 1.5 from Breesy and O'Shane. Interception-wise, 3 from Medebo. Warner had 2. So did Keanu Neal. 1 from Taylor and Matthew. Kicking, Butker, 13-16. Punting, Michael Pilardi. Saw that. You got your kick return and punt return as well. So, yeah, at least we got I got a couple picks for the 4th and the 7th, which is cool. But that's not crazy. It's not really anything special. Didn't mean to do that. For Carr and Moreau, and I guess having to not pay, or having to try to re-sign them, I guess is cool. Or in the case of Carr, you know, he's just making a lot of money. I think he had 1 more season left, and yeah, he was regressing, so gotta get a new QB. I don't know who it's going to be. Do we trade for one? Probably not. Yeah, passing wise, or total yards, pretty low. Passing, 36-20 as a team. Definitely near the bottom. But not like bottom, but definitely close to the bottom. Same with the running. Not that great. We weren't a great offensive team. 2nd worst scoring. And I mean, defensively, we weren't much better. We just weren't a good team. I mean, which makes sense. 309.57. That's going to be pretty high up there. Rush yards allowed. Also going to be pretty high up there. 434 points allowed. 2nd worst. Well, tied. A bunch of teams here. So, there is that. There is that. There is definitely that. We were pretty bad. So, I need to look at all of that stuff. But we were brutal. We were brutal. So, the question is, who's going to win the Super Bowl? Let's find out. We're going to simulate. But you see our rank is pretty bad. We got some changes to make in the offseason. It's a big one. We got to re-sign a bunch of guys, too. That's what I'm really, really worried about, is re-signing a lot of these guys. So let's go to the offseason, because this is where it's going to be interesting. Super Bowl 60, Chiefs, Falcons. Nice. 48-32. The Chiefs win. Mahomes, MVP of the Super Bowl. We had Burrow, Taylor, Crosby, Jose Jones, and Frank Givens. Buccaneers and Bills for those rookies. You guys can see the rest of the teams there. So, there you go. 5-time Super Bowl champ. So let's go on to the 4th season. Major problem here, because we have no money. And that's a problem. Why is that a problem? Well, I cannot afford to re-sign Parsons. He's not even interested. We have some 5th years, so we're going to accept those. We're going to have to restructure a lot of our contracts. We need a QB. This is where it's going to we're going to get really messy. I mean, honestly, most of the free agents that we would want to re-sign anyway are not too important. I mean, Taylor I'd like to keep too, I guess, but really the main guy is Parsons. I mean, we could restructure the contracts and get him back. So we're gonna do that. Clearly, we have to do that. There's really no other option. But the problem is we need a QB, and I don't know how I'm gonna get that. So let's restructure and do what we need to do. I need to get back Parsons somehow. There's no way I can even afford him, like, in any capacity. I tried restructuring contracts. I would have to make trades, so I need to get him back on this team. This is a big risk. I need him, and I need a QB. So this could be where the video goes completely haywire. I'm going to try to figure out stuff that I can do, because I got to get him back. Because I can't just give up all of my stuff and then not have him on my team. It'd be really bad. So let's see if we can free up some money and hopefully do what we need to do to get him back on the team. And then we got to get a QB. Risky trade here. Very risky trade here. I traded with Ramczyk and Lattimore. I got pick 9 in the draft. Another 3rd round pick, future, and a 6th round pick. This frees up money, I believe. I believe it does. If it doesn't, I just screwed up. Okay. I need a QB. I need a right tackle now. Also, Lattimore was going to be on the thumbnail. Not anymore. Haha. It's alright, though. It's fine. Anyways, let's just sign free agents here. Gotta get back Parsons. If I don't, massive failure of a trade. Massive failure of a trade if I don't get him back. So, hopefully I can get him back. And we need a QB. There's really no good QBs in free agency. So, probably just end up trading. Most disappointing free agency I've ever had in mine so far this video. I just did it so far in Madden. I lost Parsons. I traded away Lattimore and Ramczyk to just lose Parsons. Like, I don't know what to say. It's pretty bad. I mean, we made a lot of signings, but, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, the whole offseason just completely ruined by losing him. I mean, yeah, we re-signed Kamara. Cool. We got Terrell Edmonds, Sam Hubbard, Isaac Samalo, Cole Holcomb, DJ Jones, Robert Spillane, Jermaine Luminor, Davis Mills be our QB right now. I mean, it's not great. Not great. So I guess I'm going to trade for a good quarterback. I mean, that's really the main thing. I don't even want this pick, quite frankly. I could try to get back Lattimore, honestly, and maybe a QB, but... Or right tackle. I do need a QB, though. I don't want Davis Mills being my QB. So... Gotta get one. And also, too, Tyler Smith's here. Why was he not here in the entire video? I don't know where he was last season, but he was not. I didn't see him, so... A little bit weird there, but, I mean, can I trade Penning? Trevor Penning, can I trade you? Maybe get some picks. What would people want for Trevor Penning? James Cook in a 7th? That's easy. That's really easy. I should just do that. Tank Bigsby in a 6th. Eric Patton in a 5th and a 7th. We could just do this. Just get Israel. Same overall. James Cook might make the most sense, though. We get a 7th rounder this season, I think. Or no, next season. Not that that would really matter. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this deal with the... Well, I just signed Kamara, so I really need him. Not really. Not really. I don't like any of these trades. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I'm just gonna do my... I'll do my own. But I gotta get a QB. That's the biggest thing. I traded Penning and 2 firsts for Love and a 7th round pick this season. Jordan Love is gonna be our QB. I don't think that that's gonna be enough, but we shall see. I kind of want to get back. I kind of want to see if I can get back Lattimore and Ramczyk, because, to be honest, it was a bit of a waste of my time trading them away. But I don't think I can, because of the cap hit. Now, they'd be free agents, but I can't re-sign. I can't sign them in free agency. I mean, the Rams, there's no way that this would work. Lattimore, I can't get both of them. I know that. That's not possible, right? Yeah, probably not both. I'd have to trade away, like... I don't even know who I'd be able to trade away, quite frankly. I don't think I can trade anybody away. Yeah, I don't think I can get them. I definitely can't get both of them back. That I know for sure. So, it would have to only be one or the other. And I would prefer Lattimore, because I need a corner. So... Yeah, I mean, really, Eric McCoy. It's not going to really get it done. Eric McCoy. I'd have to throw in all of it. I'm not throwing in Chris. And I can't even do that. That doesn't work. So, basically, I am shit out of luck. So, I guess we'll just keep the 9th pick. And whoever we draft with it, we draft with it. I'll see you guys at the draft recap. Alright. This is the draft recap, in case you guys are curious. I mean, I guess getting a 1st round pick is cool and all. Maybe the guy we take is going to be really good. I mean, we didn't need a right guard. We got Robbie Beach. So, Zach Brothers, Randy Levi, Beckham, Harbor, Farrell, Higgins, Andrews, Avery, and Bankston. So, a lot of picks. Next season, I'm not even going to restructure contracts anymore. Quite frankly, doesn't really matter to me. So, we're just going to advance to the start of the 4th season. Roster time. Let's take a look and see what it's looking like for the 4th season. To be honest, on paper, it looks kind of bad. But that doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean we'll be bad. But it doesn't mean we'll be good either. So here are our quarterbacks. You got Love as our QB. Running backs, Roger Stevenson, Kamara, Kendre Miller. Wide receiver, Chris Olave, obviously still here. Renfro. Traquan Smith still on the team. Will Dissly's our tight end. Tyron Smith, left tackle. Yeah, see, like, look at that. He's here now, but he wasn't here before. Penning. Penning we traded, but I don't know why he wasn't showing up before. I thought he retired. Isaac Small left guard. Eric McCoy, center. Robbie Beach, right guard. I mean, he's an 83 overall. That's pretty good. Illuminor is our right tackle. Sam Hubbard, left end. Right ends, Foskey. Breesy and DJ Jones, defensive tackles. O'Shane still our left outside linebacker. Holcomb and Spillane, middle linebackers. P. Warner, right outside linebacker. Debo, Streets, and Levi. We got Matthew, and then we've got Edmonds, strong safety now. Butker kicking, and then we don't have a punter. We could just let the CPU sign a punter. I'm not even feel like signing a punter, so we'll let the CPU do it. Doesn't really matter too much. Let's just see how we do in this 4th season. I don't have the highest of hopes, but maybe the game will surprise me. All right, we're 3-4. I mean, number 3 offensively ranked, 17th defensive in terms of yards. It's better than I thought we'd be. Personally, you know, I thought we'd be pretty bad. I thought we were going to be like 0-7, but we're not. So, Love has been okay. Like to cut down the interceptions a bit. But 92.1 pass rating, we will take it. 1,837 yards. So you're throwing a lot. Stevenson and Kamara. Kamara's got 5 TDs. No rush TDs from Stevenson. It's a little bit disappointing. Chris, major target. We got to keep him on the squad somehow. 7-12, 3 TDs. Renfro, Curtis, and Kamara even getting in there a little bit. Dissly missed 3 games. Our blocking has been overall all right. There's Smith. Defensively, Streets, Holcomb, Warner, Levi, Matthew, in terms of leading in tackles. Sacks, 2 from Holcomb and Foskey, which is okay. I got a bunch of guys with 1. 1 interception, Warner. 7 of 8 from Butker, which is good. It's perfect. Johnny Hecker, punter. Okay. Then we got kick return and punt return. So we're number 3 in total yards, which is pretty interesting. We are passing a lot, and that's helpful. And then rushing-wise, I mean, we've been all right. Nothing too groundbreaking. Now, we're not scoring a lot. So, is our offense that great? Not necessarily. Now, defensively, we are giving up how much yards? Average-ish amount of yards. 1,432 on the pass, which I think is actually pretty good. And then rush-wise, that's a little bit where we're weak. Now, in terms of points allowed, surprisingly, we're 6th least amount of points allowed. So far, we've been all right. Now, can we make any moves to improve the team for this season to maybe make a push to get to playoffs? Possibly. Like, there's a chance. Now, do we have any money to play around with here? We might have a little bit of room. We do. We do have some room to play around with here. The question is, do we try to acquire a cornerback? Help out our defense a little bit. Do we get a tight end, left guard? I mean, we could. We hypothetically could try to get a corner. I'm looking at Jalen Johnson. He's not making a lot of money. And he fits the scheme of the team. Can Surtain the second come on the squad? He could. Now, I don't have the picks. Don't have the picks, unfortunately. But I'm going to try it. We're going to risk it. We're see if we can get Patrick Surtain a second on this team. But Jerry Sneed and the Chiefs got a 6th and 7th round pick this season as well for a 2029 first. The video will be over before we get to that point. So, I mean, I guess we kind of got a good corner now, like a top corner, which should help us out on that defensive side of the ball. Now, we are in the hunt to make the playoffs. Got a big game coming up here against the Falcons. If we beat the Packers and then beat the Falcons, we have a shot to make the playoffs. So the question is, will we be able to do it? I guess that we'll find out. So I'll see you guys at the end of this. We slipped into the playoffs somehow. I will take it. I will take it. We're in the wild card, 9-8. It's not amazing, but it's somehow back in the playoffs. After losing Parsons, trading away Lattimore and Ramczyk, we're in the playoffs. I don't understand that, but here we are. Let's take a look at the stats. 9-8. Who played well, who didn't? That is the question. It seems as though Love was pretty solid. He threw for a lot of yards, 32 TDs, 14 interceptions, 103.3 passer rating. That's solid. Stevenson was really good. 964, 5 TDs, 571 and 10 for Kamara as secondary back. Chris, 14 to 15 yards, 10 TDs. Love it. Renfro over 1,000 yards as well. So that's good to see. Disley, Curtis. Blocking-wise, Tyron Smith, you might need to retire soon, buddy. 12 sacks allowed. Cole Holcomb, 121 tackles, 113 from Warner. We had Street, Sneed, Paulson doing his thing out there. I see 5 sacks from Hubbard, 4.5 from Foskey. They probably lead the team. They do. Holcomb's got 3, 2 from Jones and Breeze. So our defensive tackles got 2 apiece. We have 4 interceptions from Warner, 2 from Jerry Sneed, and then 3 from these guys down here, or 1 from each. Butker was solid, kicking-wise, and you got your kick return, punt return, all that good stuff. So I don't know how we made the playoffs. Quite honestly, can't explain it, but we were number 1 in terms of total offensive yards. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So we're going to be near the top, both in passing and rush, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know how we did it. I don't know how we did that. Quite honestly, I don't know how that's number 1. But it is. 23.6 points per game is also going to be relatively in the top half, which it is. Defensively, we were also, in terms of total yards allowed, pretty good in that front. Our passing being a little bit higher, but not even that by that much. Our rush was solid as well. And we only allowed 325 points. That's third best. That's third best. So I do think getting Sneed helped a little bit. Maybe not by much, but it definitely helped. Now, I don't think we're going to win against the Eagles, but you know what? Hey, last 2 times we were in the wild card, the worst team won. Now, third time's a charm. I'm the worst team in this case, so I should win, right? Let's find out. Wild card is here. Let's see how we do. We are in Philly today. It's a beautiful day. Sim to the end of the game and see how we do here. So starting off, Philly's going to score, make it 7-0. We tie it back up in the first quarter. They get a field goal there, 10-7. We score. It's 14-10 us. Going to the second half, and they are not going to score. Third quarter, we were up 21-10. They're going to score there, make it 21-16. Don't make the... we're up 20-16 fourth quarter. They score there, 20-23. Got to be able to score here. And they score in literally the most stupid way as we turn the ball over. So now we lost by 2 points instead of 3 points. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh no, never mind. We did lose by 3 points. Still. You can't be up and then turn the ball over, guys. It's terrible. That is terrible, guys. That is unfortunate, man. Got on the walker 3 times, and we just can't seem to get out of it. I mean, Jordan Love was solid. Can't really be mad at him. Jalen Hurts, though, he kind of picked apart our defense a little bit. All right, I mean, we got one more season. It's basically do or die. No idea how much money we're going to have. This is going to be pretty fun. So let's see you in the Super Bowl and go on to the offseason. So we have the 49ers beating the Steelers 24-14 in Super Bowl 61. Isaiah Horn's going to be the Super Bowl MVP. Got Josh Allen, Wagner, Jerry Jeudy, Max Crosby, Landry Warwick from the Chargers, and Calvin Graham from the Raiders, rookies of the year respectively. Fifth and final season. Let's do it. All right, 9 players and 81 million in cap room. Well, obviously, you're the biggest target here, so we got to keep him. Fusky would like to re-sign Miller, Howden. I mean, these guys aren't too important to keep around, but we wouldn't mind keeping them. The biggest is getting Chris, and he does look like he's going to end up re-signing, but we will make sure by giving him that contract here. Will that, you know what? No, we'll go 9.5. Screw it. We'll risk it. And he signed. Okay, I couldn't lose him. All right. Everybody else, we can offer what needs to be offered and see if they decide to stay. So, let you guys know who we end up keeping and who ends up wanting to test. All right, so I'm going to have 52 million, more or less, to test around with it for you to see a couple guys that are gone, retired, things of that nature, maybe free agents. So, let's see what we could do in free agency. I'll see you guys once I am there. Got some signings on the board. All right, I traded for Travis Etienne Jr., 2 seconds, 2/3, 2 fourth-round picks, and needed a running back, so he will be our guy, at least our starting running back. So, rest of free agency, I'm going to try to get another running back, like a backup, and then I think we're good. So, I'm going to finish up free agency, and I'll show you guys the recap. Free agency recap here and see how we ended up doing. We have made a lot of signings. Got Patrick Queen, mid linebacker, helped us out. We got a Cole Singh punter. Teron Johnson, corner. We got Ramondre Stevenson back, running back. Right tackle, Caleb McGarry. We got Irv Smith Jr., B.J. Hills back on the team, and also Chase Claypool, another wide receiver. Of course, you saw me trade for Etienne Jr. from the Jaguars, so that's it. Let's see how this team does in our 5th and final season. I'm not even sure you guys the draft recap because the auto-gen rookies don't really matter too much. So you guys start the 5th season. All right, so 5th and final season. You know, with all that we've gone through, we actually have made the playoffs 3 out of 4 seasons, which is great. But we keep losing in the wild card. Will this be the year we get over the hump? I mean, we got Jordan Love, which is cool. I guess we drafted this QB because he was not on the team before. And also Robertson. Okay. Well, Travis Etienne Jr. And Stevenson are going to be our running backs, which is pretty cool. Fullback, nothing. Wide receiver, Chris Olave has been here the entire video. We got Renfro, Claypool, Curtis as well. Irv Smith Jr. tight end. Terrence Smith left tackle. Sumalo left guard. Our center is Eric McCoy. Right guard is going to be Robbie Beach. Got Caleb McGarry right tackle. Left end Sam Hubbard. Isaiah Fusky's our right end. Defensive tackle Rusi and Hill. Brothers is our left outside linebacker. Patrick Reed mid linebacker with Holcomb. P. Warder, right outside linebacker. L'Jarius Sneed, Teron Johnson, Alonzo Streets, corners. Tyrann Mathieu, free safety. He's been here the entire time. Edmonds, strong safety. Harrison Butker, kicker, punter, Cole Singh. And yeah, as you can see, we don't really have much picks because it doesn't matter. After this season, the video will be over and the save will never be touched again. Now, is it enough to win more than a wild card? Possibly. What we'll find out is to simulate. So, I mean, looking at the rankings, it look like we're solid in every category, at least a C+. So, let's see how this team does the entire year, and we will go from there. So, I'll see you guys at the midseason. The midseason point offensively, you see our rankings, number 4. Defensively, not doing too great in terms of yards, but we are playing well. 5-2. We might actually make the playoffs again, which would be great. I don't know if we will, but we shall see. It looks like we're on the path to. Jordan Love's been, honestly, a good acquisition for the most part. Almost 1,750 yards thrown for, 13 TDs, 70 interceptions. Nice completion percentage. 101.8 pass rating, so we'll take it. Etienne Jr., not too bad on the rush, 463, 2 TDs. A little bit more out of him. Roger Stevenson, though, is getting into that end zone, which is nice. Receiving-wise, Chris Olave has been great. Hunter Renfro has been good. Irv Smith Jr., Ty Curtis. Our blocking has been overall pretty solid. Defensively, Warner, Queen, Matthew, Streets, Edmonds, Sneed. In terms of, like, you know, total tackles. We only have 5 sacks as a team, which is a little low. And then we have 8 interceptions. Sneed accounting for 4 of those bad boys. Kicking-wise, Butker, 9 of 10. So he's looking good. Goal saying, punting, kick return, and punt return. Nothing too crazy there. Now let's look at the team stats. So we're 4th in offensive yards. Our passing is going to be relatively high, and it is. And our rush, 806, is also relatively high, 20.4 points per game. 2nd best in the league. Defensively, we are, if you saw, we were pretty bad. We're down here. Now, pass yards allowed, 3rd worst. Rush yards allowed is pretty high as well. We're giving up 175 points, which is 2nd worst in the league. But at least we're outscoring opponents like crazy. So let's keep it up. Is there any move we want to make? Possibly. Fit the final season, if we can acquire somebody with a pick, we might as well. So let's see if there's any trades out there that we could potentially finagle to just get another weapon on this team. The Titans, we're going to get Kevin Byard, 4th, 7th, and 2 7ths, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, in 2030. We'll just do that trade there with the Titans and get ourselves some extra defensive coverage, free safety. Now, I know we have Tyrann Mathieu, but he can be a backup. That's fine with me. I like the team. Let's simulate, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So, great news. We are automatically in the divisional playoff. We went 15-2 the rest of the way. Big acquisition there. Although, honestly, our defensive... Yeah, we still didn't change that much defensively. I guess we're just really good offensively. That is what ended up happening. With 15-2, best record in the NFC. So we get a bye. That's huge. Jordan Love was a great pickup. Shout out to Jordan Love, man. Almost 4,500 yards, 39 TDs, 11 interceptions, 73% complete percentage, 116.2 passer rating. Beautiful. Rush-wise, Travis Etienne Jr., almost 1,200 yards, 5 TDs, 477 from Ramondre Stevenson. He also had 12 rush TDs, which is nice to see. Receiving-wise, Renfro was our leading receiver because Chris Olave got hurt, which is kind of unfortunate. Missed 4 games. Curtis Irv Smith was solid, too. Blocking overall, pretty good, I guess. P. Warner, 119 tackles. Patrick Queen had 98. 86 from L'Jarius Sneed. 80 from Alonzo Streets. Not too many sacks. 2.5 from Foskey and Brees. B.J. Hill, 2. Excuse me. Interceptions. L'Jarius Sneed had 9. It's insane. 2 from Terrell Edmonds, and then we had Warner, Queen, Streets, Beard with 1, and then Teron Johnson, so nothing crazy there. Kicking-wise, Butker, 17-20, but he made all his extra points. You got your punt to kick return and punt return. So, what do we got? Number 3 in offensive yards. You can thank passing for that. That's going to be near the top. Number 4 in the league. Rush-wise, also close to the top. At a 29.6 point per game clip, that's 2nd best, only to the Chiefs. And defensively, we were bad in terms of total yards. I think, right? Yep, near the bottom. Pass-wise, 2nd worst. Rush-wise was not that bad. We still allowed 436 points, which was 4th worst. But somehow, irregardless of our bad defense, and it was bad, our offense was just too good. So, with that being said, who are we taking on the divisional? Let's find out. It's going to be the Eagles, a rematch, and this time we're the home team. 15-2. They were 9-8. They're a good team. Number 3, number 10, number 32, number 26. None of us are good defensively. So, can we beat them this time in the Superdome? Let's go to the Super Sim and find out. Alrighty, we're about to enter the divisional. So let's go to the Super Sim. See how we do. We're going to jump forward to the end of the game. This is to go to the conference championship. Starting off here with a touchdown, 7-0 in the first quarter. They get right back, though, and score 7-7. We make it 14-7. Second quarter, they score. And we don't score in the second half. They do, though, make it 17-14. But we get it 21-17 here. Can we score again fourth quarter? They're going to score, make it 24-21. Can we score? We do. Make it 28-24. Can we win? And we actually beat the Eagles this time and finally win a playoff game. That bye was helpful there. Barely squeaking by. Barely squeaking by. But we squeaked by. And we are going to the conference championship in our 5th and final season. I don't know how we're doing it, but we are. By 4 points. by 4 points. So, Love was really good. He had 264, 2 TDs. Getting MTA was good. Jalen Hurts had a good game. Just not enough. Not enough to beat us. So we're going to be taking on the Mighty Lions. Amon Ross St. Brown. They got the #1 offense, 20th defense. This is going to be an interesting matchup here against the Lions. I don't even know who the QB is at this point. Who knows? But they're a good team. And the Chiefs and the Bills are in the AFC. Let's see how we do. If we win this, we go to the Super Bowl. So that'd be kind of awesome. All right, here we are. And the good news is we are home, so that's cool. This could be a lot tougher of a matchup against the Lions. Also, their quarterback is some guy named Callum. So, yeah, in case you guys were curious. So, starting off here, we're going to start off with a touchdown. They're going to get a field goal there, 7-3. We get a touchdown, 14-3. They get a touchdown, 14-10. They're going to score here. No, they're not. They're going to score there going into the second half. 17-14. Can we score here? Take the lead, make it 20-17. They get a touchdown, 24-20. We score, make it 27-24. 27-27's tied. We make it 27-30. It's 30-30. Can we score here? We don't. OT. They score a field goal. And we... Did we win? I think we won. I don't even know. Wait, what did we win? Did we... Wait, what happened? Okay, we scored a field goal. It was tied. No, wait, no. We scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown, right? Is that what it was? I think it was, yeah. Had to have been. Because it was 33-30. Yeah, it was 33-30. Or was it not? I don't know. Can I view the... Rewatch all the highlights in the game. Let me see this. I have to... Oh, no, okay, it was a field goal. No, wait, what? Wait, hold on. Change... No. 7-yard touchdown. Okay, Jordan Love to Irv Smith Jr. Let's go. Okay, we're going to the Super Bowl. Jordan Love, 323, 4 TDs. He had a really good game. Callum Leonard, 387, 3 TDs. So we're going to the Super Bowl. It's going to be either the Bills or the Chiefs. Wow, exciting stuff here. Let's do it. This might be the best chance for us to win the Super Bowl. I say that now. But they were 8-9. So they're on a streak, the Bills are. I feel as though we're the better team. But we'll find out. We're going to go to the Super Sim. We're going to go quarter by quarter. That's how we do it in the Super Bowl when we get there. Been a great ride, this fifth and final season. I mean, we made the playoffs 4 out of 5 seasons. The fact that we lost out on Parsons still annoys me, and I traded away those guys. But all of that will be erased if we win a Super Bowl. All that will be erased. Let's find out if we can do it. All right, Super Bowl is here. We're going to go quarter by quarter. And I'm going to try to make sure I slow it down this time because it moves too fast. So when we get to the fourth quarter, we'll try to go like normal speed once it's like, 5 minutes, within 5 minutes, something like that. And then when if it's close, 2 minutes left, we'll hop on in and we'll just let the game do its thing. So we're going to go to the end, we're going to go to the next quarter, and simulate it. So starting it off here, we're going to start off with a 7-0 touchdown here. Going to the second quarter. So good start. Good start for us. Let's go to the next quarter, see how we do here. And we score again. It's 14-0. They're going to get a field goal. And we're going to make it 21-3 going into the second half. This is great. This is great. Oh my gosh. But it's not over yet. Next quarter here. Let's simulate and see what ends up happening. Okay, Bills get a touchdown. It's 21-10. Okay, it's there. It's there for the taking. It's there for the taking. We're going to jump to the next quarter here. 21-10, fourth quarter. This is where it can get crazy. We're going to make it 28-13. We're going to slow it down to normal speed. It looks like we're about to win here, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to win here. Fourth quarter. They're going to score here, I think. First and 10, 3:28. Fourth. Make it 3rd and 7. We get a stop here. 4th and 4. They're going to get a field goal. Nope, they scored 28-19. So it's going to be a touchdown kickoff there. 28-20. Okay, 7-yard kick by Taylor Bass. We're going to go into the game in just a moment here. 2:17, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 7. You know what? We're gonna hop on in. We're going to the broadcast camera. 3rd and 7 here. Minute 33. 8-point lead. We got to convert this 3rd down here. Can we do it? Jordan Love. Oh no. Okay, 4th down. 4th and 7. Oh no, this is not good. This is not what we want. So we got to. What are we doing? We're punting. Okay, obviously. So the punt is up. Minute 24 to go. Okay, perfect. And nice. Good D there. Good tackle. All right, a minute 22. Michael Perez, man, he might be the target. I'm trying to skip a game. Thank you, so I can get on with this. Now, the Bills got one last run in them. They could tie the game here. Let's see. Minute 22. And this time, like I said, I'm not screwing up here. I'm not the one playing. All right, they're going to get out of bounds there. Minute 15. Minute 7. No huddle. 6-second runoff. All right, let's see what ends up happening. Are they going to get out of bounds? They don't get out of bounds. They don't get out of bounds. No huddle, 5 seconds. 50 seconds to go. They got to score here quick. But they're getting up the field. Oh, what a pass. No way. Are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me, guys. What is our defense? What is our defense? Okay, they might score here. 40 seconds. They're going to score. Wow. Okay. You got to be kidding me. Okay, they're going for the 2-point conversion, obviously. If we could stop them here, we win the game. Our defense needs to step up. I highly doubt we will. And we don't. Okay. We are about to watch ourselves choke this game away, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not choking it. The team is, though. God dang it, man. We were so close to winning a Super Bowl. And now it's looking like we might lose here. Miracles happen. If we can get into field goal range, we can win. I don't know if we can do it. Okay, yeah. Fair catch. 38 seconds to get into field goal range. We have 3 timeouts. So let's see if we can do it. Jordan Love. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we can do here. Let's get that. Oh, get it out of bounds. We out of bounds? Yes, perfect. Okay. Target line's 47 yards. Butker, you'd be the hero if we can get in the field goal distance. Let's see. 34 seconds here. Obviously, we're going to use our timeouts. That would be the smartest thing to do. We got to get the ball up the field. Love's in the pocket back. All right. Just make it move. All right. Call a timeout. 28 seconds. Didn't get much yard. You didn't get much yardage there, I don't think. Oh, we got first and 10. Yeah, first and 10. Like, what was that, 30 with the 38? Oh, that's beautiful. Call a timeout. Nice. 24 seconds. Beautiful, beautiful. 24 seconds. First and 10 right here. 23 going to run it. Get a few yards. Nothing too crazy there. 18 seconds. We're going to run the clock a little bit. I'd call a timeout. And we don't. Okay, calling a timeout here. 5 seconds. All right. Now we're calling a timeout. Let the clock run. Are we in field goal? What the hell? Okay. What are we doing? Yeah, okay. I was about to say, we got to be kicking here. Timeout. Okay, they're calling a timeout. All right. Please hit this field goal. Come on, Butker. No way. Come on. Was that good? That looked good to me. I couldn't tell. Yeah, that's good. We won. We won. We won the damn Super Bowl. We won the damn Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, by a friggin' field goal. Let's go. Just tackle him, please. Ladies and gentlemen, you New Orleans Saints have won the Super Bowl. Thanks to a Harrison Butker field goal. Let's freaking go, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe in our 5th and final season, after all we've been through, we got the Super Bowl in our 5th and final season. I don't believe this. I honestly cannot believe this. I am genuinely shocked. But the boys did it. The boys actually got the job done. Jordan Love, my guy. We almost choked it, though. We almost choked it, but we didn't. Let's go. And we gotta watch the parade. We're watching the parade this time, man. Watch the celebration. There he is. The Love. He's got the MVP. Not trying to skip through all this. I want you guys to see some of it. And he's pumping his fist as the boys are happy. And yeah, Jordan Love, man, Super Bowl MVP looking like. Excellent drive there to get that field goal and not let it go to overtime. For a second, I couldn't tell from the ball. I was like, did that go in? And it did. It did go in. Really weird camera angle. But we got the job done. We could skip here. And great game. Yeah, 213, 1 TD. Josh Allen was solid, but had that great run. Oh, it tied the game. Just not quite enough. All right, to recap here. Yeah, Jordan Love Super Bowl MVP. So that was a big trade. Big trade we made to get a QB. Help us out. Mahomes, Wagner, Brandon Ayuk, Parsons. Of course, when we don't have him, he wins the Defensive Player of the Year. Tony Elliott, and then DeMarco Brazil. Rookies of the Year. So, not that it matters. You should have stayed with us, Parsons. You should have stayed. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, let's go to the full screen and close it. Alright guys, well, hope you enjoyed the video. It was, if you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment out with some videos, socials, play a second channel, main channel down in the description if you like other content, DJP. Definitely a whirlwind. I had to record it. This is my second time recording it because I, again, inexplicably stopped after 3 seasons and did not hit the record button. And I kept going. And I didn't hit record. So, this one ended up much better. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, this one ended up much better. So, different approach that I usually take, which is a much more aggressive approach, which is not using draft picks. But quite honestly, I don't know if that worked out that well. I mean, I think we just got lucky and kind of had a good run this season. 15-2. I mean, that's really good. And then great in the playoffs. And almost lost to a team that was under 500. But shout out to the Bills. Anyways, let's head on out. Take care. See you soon. Peace.